Let me just reduce the music so that it's a little in the background. Okay. So to actually build out the system, there are a few key points that need to get developed. So it's going to have not that many moving parts, but it's going to have uh, a few. So first is the front end. Let me see if I can use the font. Yeah. So we're going to use we're going to use React as a base. We're going to use P5 yes for the canvas. This is where most of the game logic would be made. That's pretty much it for the front end. So for the front end, like it's just like login, join game. This is more or less like a virtual meeting platform, like uh, gather.town. So it would be gather meeting room, and yeah, initially I think we're not going to do much. We'll just be concentrating on movement, text bubbles. That's pretty much it. For the backend, we'll be using SJS with, I think I'll just go with Node.js. For rapid prototyping, maybe later we can put that to Nest, but for now it's going to be Node with uh, uh, sockets IO for WebSockets to have multiplayer involvement in that. We are not going to have any audio streaming or voice communications right now. We're just going to use text bubbles for the initial build moment and the base thing. So let's get started. Let me just check out this starter template. What does this have? It has basic Redux setup done. We are not going to use Redux. We're going to use Dux, which more or less function like Redux, but initially I don't even want to use ducks. I think I'm going to just put everything into a single thing, so we're not going to be using data redux anyway. What is it? I don't think there's a live reload functionality in that. We need to find something that has webpack enabled. I think we got what we want. Data tab, it's going to be front end. We're going to call OVM. Activation for open virtual meet. Let's wait for that to install. While that is installing, I think we can solve some classes while that is getting installed. Get that, hit accept. This might be my move. I don't think I can fork. I think it's no. Is it to check? It takes. Then I check, or I check with this. Or, oh yeah, with this check. And yeah, that's a queen fork. Yeah, that was nice. Let's see window. Node modules are already installed. There's no linting present, so that's okay. And okay. Why would you open an edge? Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's create a pages folder. Let's create a components. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't hit package structures. We don't need this. I'm going to leave the app div as is. There are some libraries that I want to add. Motion just for inline styling. Is that it? Oh, motion slash CSS. Let's take out that photo. Let me open up Paint and we'll just create an outline of what we are trying to build out. So we'll have two screens. One of it's just going to be welcome to OVM, and it's going to have these are going to be centered and all, and the next screen would just be a normal screen inside which you'll have the actual game where you can move around. You'll have a small that's okay. They're going to be a small player model. We'll add a player script to it to make it move in whatever direction we want. We're going to add boundary conditions to the room, where if you go outside this, you're going to you essentially can't go out of this region. And we'll add some tree elements here and a small pond. And I think that would pretty much be it, right? Yeah, I think we'll also have grass somewhere, and you can move around. Pressing spacebar would give you like a small pop-up at the end. Here, your inputs would stop on the main game. You'd input your text, enter, and a small speech bubble pops up with your text. So this is the base thing that we're going to build and try that out. So for that, let's just start out with This is going to be a heading, so we'll style that first. Let's just get the base thing up. Uh, this is going to be the heading, and we'll have a small para underneath that, which is the virtual meetings. I need to import this CSS dimension CSS. Let's just save and see how that looks. Okay. I want to have things in a dark mode. So we just change, or let's just go to the app.css. Okay, we don't need any of these things. We need this. We can have that at center. Let's do that a bit global. Yeah, let's do it. Display flags. Center. Item center. I think we need to give a height with 100%. I think having the flex display does that anyway. And we'll height of 35. So that way it puts it to the center. Let's just copy this. I don't want to have another app.css file. We are using emotion.js for the same reason, so we'll just remove this last name. We'll have it here. We'll add a margin. What in it's 10 pixels. We shouldn't be putting it here. Okay, cool. Let's add in now. Before we add in that, I think we can add in a button. We'll add content to that, but first adding font size border. Okay, I think I thought we did it here. This column. I think 10 is too much. I think we can just do 2. We don't need such a big giant round button, so this should suffice. Let's add border solid, right? On her background should go to black and color should go to white. And we also want to have the dust pointing. Awesome. Right now nothing happens if I click it, so let me just create a state. Is in false at the start. And on click will set that to true. And this entire thing will only show if the user is not inside the for now we just test it out inside the room. I'm inside the room. All I need to get out is refresh and okay. Now here we're going to have the game. So in components we will create a game component. I think I also need to create a folder for game classes. We'll have a player.ts. Map.ts. Map.ts will contain the class for the map. Map's going to have all the information regarding the obstacles and dimensions of the map. When is the user at the end of the map, if it makes sense. So yeah, so let's just start here. We'll give those components, but first let's we're going to use P5 React. So let's go to that repo, get some starter code from here. Let's see. I think I can just join this TypeScript starter code. I think I also need to install P5 the types. I think it comes pre-packaged with the other thing. Right now I don't want to give any props, so my component is going to be just called in room. Then have to export this. Okay, I think I need to separate it. Let's just, if you are in the thing, let's just put a div. We need a div. Yeah, I think we need a div. If not, we'll be on the root component and put the game room in. This div is also going to have the same class as the nerd room. Let's just test that out. Okay. Let's just add an empty class to this, into this, so that this stops screaming errors. And join room. We are in the room. What? We are in the room, right? Then why is this code not running? Do I need to restart? I think so. I think I need to change my default. Okay, now it has a wall. Move to the right. It's gone. So first let's make sure our canvas is being resized properly. Let me just search for let's just have a folder on books. I think I need to remove. Import. Yeah, I don't need this. That's it, right? Import React. Yeah. No, I don't need this. It's either undefined or a number. So just make it undefined forever. Oh, gradient. Okay, this should fix the issue with that. We can just start using it here. How was it used? I think undergo size.x size.y. Oh, I think I did not export this. Let's make sure. Oh, it's not X and Y. What? Window size is width and height, but why is he using? Okay. It's not undefined. If it is undefined, if it's not undefined, well, you can just do or 0. That should fix that on 0. Okay. And v5 canvas update. Background, window resize, canvas resize. I think we can just I think we need to create a window resize function separately and add that to the sketch. And I think we need to add up canvas and this. We set canvas as that. And set v5 types v5.resize canvas. Would that work? Or do I have to specify a specific canvas? I think I just use size dot width and size dot height, which I get from that book. Ah, this is undefined, you see. I think the type is wrong here. Let's just remove the typing here. Oh, it's not just that typing. Let's make them anything. This is a bad thing to do, but for now we don't actually need the canvas if it works. Let's make the background as white so that we can see a little better. I have to restart the application. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Okay, canvas is stretching based on resize. But if it changes instantly, it's still missing the update window. And at the start, it is starting off with undefined, which is bad. So I think V5 has a window object. Wait, let me just check. I didn't even need to use. Yeah, V5 has window height window width. So I don't actually need to use this. No, not here. Here. Don't need to use window.setup. I can just use v5.window width. Height, and in the resize also I just plop these values in here. Let's see. Yeah, it's resizing properly. I think the height is a little too much, so let's always do minus 100 pixels so that it's it's always in the screen. We are importing the sketch into the app.tx here. It's in the game room. But why is it not centered vertically? Oh, it is centered vertically. In that case, I think 100 pixels is way too much. I think we can reduce that a little. I don't need this file. I will just import and only do like 20 pixels from the top. but still way too much. Let's just have a constant. Do I have to reload? Yeah, I have to reload for it to show up. Okay, cool. Now that we have here, let's just create a player script. I'm not going to write the entire player script object. I'm just going to open up ChatGPT. Let me make sure I'm clearing my history so that confirm clear conversations, awesome. So that isn't anything. Let's see. Oh, you're already in your chat. Okay. Let's create a P5 just plus for that script, use TypeScript. Let's plus 2D. We're not doing isometric, so it's going to be 2D top down, right? And I think that should create. Let's see how good it is with this. We might it's still finicky. I would still have to go in and make sure it checks collisions and things like that, but I think we can just take this. Yeah. Lock it there. Pick the player script. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Let's import it. Is it exported? Yeah, it's not. Why do I? Oh, I was exporting it at the bottom. But never mind. Let's export. I think if we just start using it somewhere, it will just break that up. Let me see. X, Y, and speed. Speed's going to be okay. Let's do P5 dot width by 2. The width by height. I don't need to pass in a P5 object. I just need to do strength of 10. Let's create a this line. No. It's going to be the player or an empty script, and then we need set player expected 4.3. What are you expecting more? Oh, I need to pass in the p5 object, but you don't actually need the p5 object stored in the class. If you keep doing that, if you take that as a reference and you do the same thing with, say, your uh, obstacles, for example, or you're adding trees and you do the same with trees, and you keep replicating your p5 object. P5 object here is close to 1 MB. If you keep repeating that, it just adds up to a lot. So in update, you can have a single p5 instance, and in the updates you can pass that in. It's p5 types. What was that? Yep, p5 types. I need to. Where is this being imported from? Oh, it's an exact default import, so yeah. I don't, then this is gone. Oh, not all this is only this with p5. I'm just stupid. This dot p5 replace with p5. Yeah. I also need to pass it here. Done. If you're not pressing anything, it will not move. Makes sense? Okay. So let's remove the ellipse and the X. Let's do player update. We have to check if player exists. Then do player update and player draw. Is it show? No, it's player display, right? Or that should give us the types. I'll fix the typing. So up, down, right, left. It works. Let's just use ChatGPT to make this a little smoother. Create a new one. Modify it. Instead of speed. Using acceleration should give a little more snappy it's not snappy, but right now if you see, it's very robotic. It goes in a straight line and it's not organic. People don't move like that. So having acceleration dictate the movement would give it a little more snappy feel, where uh, it springs out a little and then comes back to its resting point or something like that. Let ChatGPT write that. Let's see. The right way of implementing is if nothing is pressed, yeah, it is applying friction to slow down. If no arrow is pressed, uh, that's a good thing. Maybe I'll have to tweak the friction value here uh, to make it uh, so that it doesn't uh, so that the floor is not slippery, right? So that it has like accurate stopping motion. We don't need all of it. We just need this part. I need to pass in the p5 vector here. p5 dot create vector. That's not this dot x, this dot y. This is one thing that I did. Instead of using position, just use pause. Instead of using velocity, use well. Instead of using acceleration, use CC. And we do this dot position dot x. Position dot y. And yeah, we need to update this to give it some acceleration. Wait, is it taking both velocity and acceleration? Why? No, it's taking xy. Acceleration, yeah, 10 acceleration is okay. We can change that. Let me also add let me make the friction into a variable. And add this in here. So that I can on the fly change this friction parameter to show, like, say uh, if the player is on a slippery surface or whatever, right? And just pass in the object. That should be good. Let's lower. Oh, 10 is too high. Let's do 2. Gyro. And 10 and the friction point is also very high. Let's reduce the friction to I think we also need to have a max speed. 10. And this we need to do with all of these things. Is there a smarter way of doing it? I think there is. Just take the entire thing and do it all at once. Wait, I think this is not. Hey, no. I can do this. I just need to. I don't care like which direction you are going in, as long as the absolute value is the same. So before I actually add the value to the position, I'm going to have limit speed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't have to rack my brains around for it. I need to refresh for a top line. Uh, 10 is I think way too low as to 20. I need to refer to get. I think I can even go down a little bit. Okay. I think FPS is at 30. We're seeing a lot of smearing. Let's set the FPS here. This is okay. Okay, this works. Let's scale everything down a little so that we can have a map boundary so that the box doesn't go outside the map boundary. Let's change the max speed, use the friction a little, and change the acceleration to acceleration. You can remain the same, but the player size here is 50. We're just going to do 20. Okay. Now let's do the map. No, that's not the kind. map is going to have a position, size, and I think we can have color initially. And we'll display the map. Let's just import that v5. Okay, this should work. Let's create a map. Let's do it. And in the under the set player, initialize map. It starts at x, y, and size, right? So, wait, are we actually taking in width and height, right? Yeah. I'm going to make the map 720p. So it's 720. No, it's 1280 width and 720 as the height. X position and Y position are going to be let's do a 50 offset or 100. Uh, 0 to 1, but got 5. Wait, don't tell me I'm. No, I'm not. No. Let's do it. Room map, so that is the confusion because I'm not sure from where it's getting the map. Yeah, I think JavaScript has a map function of its own, so let's do set map. So and let's also do map access. Then just draw the map. There's no map.update, is there? No, it's not. So we can just draw the map. I don't want to separate these two things, so I'm just going to club them together so that neither of them get drawn when the other is not present, because both of them are going to be dependent, where you're passing in the player object to the map and the map object to the player so that they can detect collisions and stuff. Whereas the I need to draw the map under the player, not over the player. Yeah. Cool. Let me just make the map black. Okay. Now, let me just take this script, give it to ChatGPT, and ask it to implement one thing. Can you make the camera follow the player? And let's see what it returns. And then we're going to implement that in so that the camera just keeps following the player around. It's doing a good job. Let's take this. I think I can put this on top so that's will be there. This is at the end, right? And then this one translate this explain as well. Okay, this entire thing has to be inside this so that I'm not calling them before they get actually initiated. Let's reload. Where is the if I've got width? Also window width. Go ahead. Let's see for errors. Ladder position is undefined. Okay. Yeah, we did abbreviate it to pause. And I think width and height should work fine. Yeah. Awesome. Now that the camera is moving with the player, let's add in a small chat functionality in the player script, right? I have to add it in the player script. Is it in the player script? No, it can't be in the player script. It has to be here so that I can mess with the DOM, because the input field has to be in the DOM element and not it's much easier to implement the input field in DOM element rather than doing it inside p5.js. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Let me you know what, I think we are going at full speed for quite a while. I think it's an hour, 10 minutes. We're going to, I think we should take a short break before we actually move to the next thing. So how about chess is mentally draining. What is something I can play? Let's do agar.io. Let's do agar.io. We'll just do it for let's have a online timer for no 5 minutes is good. This is just for my brain to switch off and process things in the background. Is this another player? I think so. Yeah. Cool. That's a big shark. It's too risky being close to these guys. You don't know when they split and gobble you up. He's just chilling there, not moving, not fighting. He's just way too fat to move. She's gonna get eaten. Yay! Give me that. No, no. I got to complacent. Let's go another round. Did I do party mode? No, I think I did that by mistake. No, I don't want party mode. Maybe after the 1 hour mark, we'll do slither.io. Oh. Or maybe we'll do Valorant game training. How much time do we have on the timer? No, I forgot to start it. Cool. Gonna eat you up. You're too fast. No. How do I command back again? Oh, I don't know the controls. How do I merge? Do I take a sharp turn and I merge? No. Okay, I think it's it. After some time, you get merged back. We are reaching the top 20 mark. Hope she doesn't get greedy and shoot to this direction. Nice. Okay. Okay, I think I need to shed and run. Too many giant beasts there. I could have died. Damn. Let's see if he gets. You could eat. You can eat that? No. 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 Come on, run. We're gonna do this. No. I ran into her. It's okay as long as you're surviving. You can fight another day. I didn't know you could eat these big ones, green ones. I'm waiting for France or any one of them to split off. Nope, he's aiming for me. Run. Can I escape here? Ah, I think we can call it quits. Let's jump into. No, not the Korean guy. Let's find. Let me check out the map. I want to contribute to somebody who is in the leaderboard. Is he in the leaderboard? I don't know. I can't read. Okay. That ends that. Stop. You're annoying. Cool. Awesome. Let's create the game. We're going to do it directly in the game thing itself. So we'll have the sketch component. And we'll also have the this is going to be the input field. And let's add a class name. Oh, we didn't import the CSS from Motion CSS. Cool. It's going to be about 60% of the entire thing, and height is going to be 5 grams, and background is going to be. Is it going to be white? Let's put it as a little off gray, and border radius with box is shadow. Input field and box shadow. This is cool. We want this to be on top. No, it's not absolute. Do I have to reload this for it to? Let me style it here. What is this? Okay. Oh, it's not display. It's going to be position, right? Yeah. We're not gonna have it at the center, so it's gonna be bottom. Let's do 1 gram and left 50%. No, I think if we're just doing bottom would make it do that. That's nice. Let's add a border. A solid black. Let's make the background color white. Text input. Let's add some CSS style into this. Let's do a padding here. Good. Let's add font size. We need bigger. Why making it so big? Width is okay. Height, why do you need 5? You don't need to be that big. 1.5 is good enough. And you don't actually need to. Let me see if I can make it. Display display content center. Yeah, it's tab center. Let's add a enter icon. Where is the enter key? Let's take this and add it here. Do I have to reload? Oh, it is here. I just put it inside a span. Like that enter, we need a solid color. Did I copy it from? Where did I copy that from? Here. So let's take this guy. Use him instead. We're going to do 2 RAM, and we're also going to increase the weight to hold. We could use an icon, but let's do inline block. No, does not fix that. Let's just do margin top minus 0.5 gram. This is one. No. Mm. Ah, I forgot to add. I'm such an idiot. Good thing I checked before trying out all the possible CSS codes before doing that. I also. Okay. This is only going to show up if. No, it's going to. It's here is input open. It is text. So if text input is open, then we're going to do this. If not, let's do one more. Okay. Done the switch. And here let's do did I go offline for a sec? Because it just showed I'm live. Doesn't look like it. No, doesn't look like it. Where was I? Yeah. Okay, let's just try that out. Enter, enter. Okay. We need to first we need to do if because each of those is going to have different things they're going to do. In this case, if the enter is pressed when the text box is open, then there's going to be a show message function. We're going to add that. We're going to add code for show message and close text input, or it's in close text input and then show message and hide text input. No. GitHub Copilot sometimes can be just dumbass. Moment is there, and enter text fields. I don't want the player to move when the text field is open, so we're going to do if the output, if not, do nothing. No, that's not how you use that. Let's just do it. I think I need to reload. Oh, if the textbook is not showing, then move. Not that only when it is showing. Move. Text box, no movement. That's good. And enter, and then you can move. That's awesome. Let's add a reference to this text box and focus it when it opens up, and focus the uh, sketch when the text box is closed. Use reference and text input reference. Yeah, we're going to use that is equal to text input reference. No, I think it's going to be this. It's going to be the text input reference. Let's also do it's not script, it's sketch, right? Let's add that to the sketch. So if it is open, you're closing it. After you close it, let me just react focus on yeah, it's just component dot focus. Right. You try to use it as a function, you find out that you need to I don't actually have to focus on the sketch. I just need to focus on the text input. It's not possible, but I can just do any, and it will let me do it. Moment, press enter. It's not text. This is focus, not focus, right? Let me check for errors. text input dot ref is null. Or how about I just add it here? Is that not a parameter? Uh, let's run on load. I think I'm doing this wrong. Nope, I'm doing this wrong. Instead of not showing it at all and having uh, the set to disappear, what we can do is we can just do this. Text input reference dot your reference is being set anyway, so this should be working. Why is this not working? This console.log business. Yeah, there is an input object current dot. This doesn't have a focus value. F file form action child class name. This is on focus. Wait, is focus a CSS object? CSS parameter? No, it doesn't set the focus, it just does that. So dot focus should be a function, then it has to be current dot focus. This should work. Why is it not working? No, it didn't throw out an error. This is the element over. Let's click on that. Let me just have it here so that I can see what parameters are getting ticked. No, it's not any of the CSS properties that uh, focus on that. Yeah, it's focus and then select. Does this work? Any errors? No. I just want to keep hit enter and so that anyone knows an answer to this. Yeah, that is okay. Yeah, that's exactly what's getting focused. Current dot focus. Am I misspelling focus or input type reference? No. Let's try autofocus. That help? No. I need to upload page. It is read under encode. Instead of doing display, let's do opacity. Let's open the opacity of 1. If it's close to opacity of 0. It does. Awesome. Input text set input text. Input text starts out at 0. And on opening, we don't need this. Input text start. Set input text is going to be empty when it opens up, even if there is text. Let's try that out. No, it's not working. Oh, yeah. I need to add as value here as input text. Input value as input text on change. Yeah. Enter. Clear set of awesome. That took me longer than needed. Okay. What we're going to do is we are going to do a on the player object. We are going to add a private message object. This is going to be empty. Private message is boolean. We'll have a message timer. So we will make this in such a way that after a certain time the message fades out. So yeah, and in the drawing thing, message is shown, push text size, okay. Font size yx. Okay, let's just see how that shows up. We can move it around and see how that works. It's true, and we'll do hello world. It's going to be. Well, I think I need to reload this. Okay, I want this to be at the center of that. So Let's see if it has text is a string. Okay, xy x2 y2 x2 y2 I think are offsets. Set the default width. Okay, let me just check. Uh, it's p5 dot. Okay, it works. In update, we're going to do a slow fade out. Uh, mm, if message timer minus date dot now is greater than now. If this dot show message, if message is greater than, yeah, I need to reload. It's gone. It's 60 frames per second. 10 seconds is 1.5. So let's just do 60 frames per second, right? So let's do 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gone. Gone. Let's do 3 and call it a day. Let's set it to false. And when you're setting it to false, I want you also to clear the message. Okay. And the game object, when the user is clicking enter and you're closing it, you're going to do player dot show message input text, and then you're going to text simply. And the input text show message function is not there on player, so let's just add it here. This is Why? Oh, I forgot to save that, and I need to reload this. And 1, 2, 3, it's gone. Okay, cool. This is good. Let's also add a player name to it and add it at the bottom. I'm just going to use the exact same thing, but this time instead of over it, it's going to be under it, and it's going to be in green. Okay, no, it has to be 40. Why is it hello world? Ah, player name. We want the text size to be very small, not that huge. That's too small. And I think we can also change this to 30. Okay. And it has to be. Why is the center not working? So is it left? No. Is it right? Or is it less than that? Then it's not the width is going to be 15. Ah, get text width in bunches. Text size is already set before that, right? I think so. Let's just do that and text to width. It's -2. Wait. X. If this is the player and this is a text box, right? And then this is position.x plus the size by 2 player width by 2, this point, right? The this position has to be this point minus the width of text by 2. I think that checks out. Okay, let's try that out. Thing plus width is at 20, right? Plus 20 by 2 is 10 minus the s width by 2. Is it plus? I think I can remove this because I'm anyway getting my own. I'm writing my own code to center the text. Cool. Player 1, and I write. Why is this not focusing? It shows up. I think I can do the same for here. Remove the default centering thing. Add a message. Start with plus 10 plus width by 2. Reload. Okay, it's working. We can also reduce the height by a tad bit. That's okay. We're going to next. What are we gonna do next? Player movement is done. That is done. Let's try resizing this. I resized it. I can still move. And input field shows up. And it shows up. That's awesome. So next is the hard part. Okay, I think I'm going to end the stream day 1 here and pick it up tomorrow for part 2, where we'll be building the WebSocket system to sync, have multiple players join the rooms, have different users. We'll add like join room section. We'll add like an input field for them to pick their name and select colors, and then put them into this thing. I think that should work out as the game outline. I still need to add collisions to the players so that they don't they shouldn't be able to go out of the map. So that also will be doing that tomorrow. So thanks for dropping in. And I see one viewer. I'm not sure if he's still alive. But yeah, thanks for dropping in. Bye. How do I stop streaming?